I feel like I'm in a Tesla.
Got air conditioning now.
Custom built for Dirt Monkey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am at Top Notch Equipment and it is jammed here today. Holy crap, they've been busy today. Hey, how are ya?
Man, how are you?
Good to see you again. You got your drone going?
Might just try it out, you know, just practicing.
Get her up in the air.
Yep.
And I'm getting a brand, so nice, I bought it twice, right? I'm getting a brand new cast loader and this is not it. We gotta go find the man. Hey, Harry.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice. I like that connect system. That's much better than my other one. You guys are seeing this for the first time with me. I absolutely love my 33. But I always wanted one a little bigger. God, that is a gorgeous machine. Oh my. Holy crap, look at that roof. Look at that roof. Look at that. You're gonna load a dump truck with no problem with that. Holy crap! And this is the Dirt Monkey edition, is what I've been told. I don't know what that means. I think it's the fact that they painted it black with orange highlights instead of orange with black highlights. And the only reason I even mentioned that is because a couple of you guys have made a joke. Hey, you get a Dirt Monkey edition. There you go. This is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that is like the perfect freaking machine. Holy crap, that roof is insane. Look at that. Oh, wow, I feel like I'm in a Tesla.
Got air conditioning now.
This is incredible, Harry. This is just freaking incredible. This is the only mini loader on the market that I'm aware of that has mechanical all-wheel steering plus articulation. Those two things combined give it a very unique advantage over other pieces of equipment. It can do extremely tight turning radiuses without damaging the turf. This is dry, brittle grass we're turning on here, and it's leaving no marks behind. Let's go inside and learn a little bit more about some of the other features that this loader has. Alright, Harry, let's walk through the basics of this machine and show these guys what all it entails. So, AC.
Yep.
So the unit has AC and heat now, right?
And it's got auto mode.
Auto mode?
Yep.
And it looks like you can set your temperature.
Yep.
And you stay there now.
Just like your carbon, you got your front electric plug. If you had a attachment with a crossover valve that has dual functions. You do not have rear hydraulics on this, so that would be your standard flow hydraulic setting. If you're using some of your lower flow mini attachments that are in that 7 to 14 GPM range, then there's your secondary pump, which is 40 liters per minute, which is about 18 and a half, 19 gallon per minute. So if you're using some of your lower flow skid steer loader attachments, because this does have an MT plate on it, so you can pick up some skid steer stuff and actually run some skid steer attachments on this machine.
So it's a 2-pump machine.
Yep.
pump 1 is here, pump 2 is here.
Yep, yeah, both of them on to the front. The machine's set up with a diverter valve because in Europe they use a lot of rear hydraulic stuff.
Yeah, I was going to
3
say, what
points.
the heck does the rear even mean
But
then?
this machine does not have rear hydraulics, so you just leave this one on front all the time.
And if you put it toward the rear, what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so it just that's for the European.
So if you want, there's your standard flow on this machine. There's your high flow with the second pump. Touch screen display goes through all your
When did they do this?
on all of the 40 and 57 Maxels. Because of the DPF system, they need to have a computer. Codes, tells you basic information. Right now it tells you the regen's not needed. Start regen. There's your inhibit button.
Which I
Don't hit the inhibit button.
Yeah.
As you are well aware on your skid steers with Tier 4, the inhibit button comes into play if you're using the machine in an indoor application and the regen starts. It's basically you hit the inhibit, get outside, then hit start regen.
Yeah, don't use the inhibit button.
The inhibit button is not because the gauge flashes and tells you you're regenning to stop it, because you can actually do damage to the DPF system. It's really just a temporary, I'm inside a building, I'm inside the barn and there's hay, because the diesel exhaust coming out on a regen can be up to 900 degrees.
So what are we looking at on the control stick?
Basically the same as your carbon. Here's your telescopic boom.
Out in, out in.
Yep, your momentary hydraulics, your detent hydraulics forward and backwards,
Okay.
and then the red button on the side, just like your machine, is your differential lock. You can see it come on.
No, my machine, you got a.
Oh, you got the switch.
I
You
got the
don't-
switch.
Yep. So they updated that from yours 2 years ago.
Okay.
On all the carbons, it's got the red momentary button on the joystick now instead of the switch.
So now you hit the button, you hit
Of course,
this,
you got to.
and hold the trigger at the
Yep.
same time, and then that locks your diff lock in. And you don't want to drive with that locked in, right?
Correct.
Why is that?
Because it puts added stress on the wheel motors and the steer cylinder and can cause damage to your hydraulic system. That's the reason they have it on the button, which is momentary. You push it and hold it when you need it.
Uh-huh.
You let go once you start moving,
Okay.
get out of your situation.
Now this one has
Yep.
mechanical assisted four-wheel steer. Is that standard on these?
Standard on the 40XD. It's the only articulating loader that I know of in the market that is both articulating and has a mechanical assist all-wheel steer.
So this gives you that super tight turning radius.
Now, one of the added options that Cass put on here for you, and we requested of them, is you do not have diff lock on this machine.
Okay.
You have anti-slip,
Okay.
which is all four wheels lock in when you hit the button instead of a differential lock.
Really?
Your
Is that
carbon has the anti-slip as well,
Okay.
where you lock in all four, not just two.
Yeah, no, I
So
mean,
this
my
one
carbon's
is-
never got stuck.
This one and your carbon with the anti-slip is pretty much when you're hitting the button, it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, no, the carbon has never gotten stuck. For a little loader, and with no suspension in them, I've always thought, oh my God, but that button gets me out of so many problems.
Oh, here's one you're gonna like.
USB port, look at that. Charge up your phone now.
Two of them.
I see that. Dang. You got your lights here.
Yep. And with the USB, you still got a 12 volt if you wanted to run your beacon up on top.
Oh, wow.
It's an electric controlled throttle, so it's a nice little dial.
Here's your controls, boom, boom, hydrostatic transmission, correct?
Yep. Hydrostatic drive.
Let's just break this down. Will you tell me what Tier 4 means? Because not everybody knows what that means.
Tier 4 is emission standards for the EPA. Anything over 25 horsepower through 75 horsepower has to have some sort of emissions filtering system, whether it's DPF or DOC.
Okay.
Once you reach 75 horsepower and above, it's just like your pickup trucks. It's got a DOC or a DPF, plus it has to run the DEF fluid.
DEF fluid. How many horsepower is this one running?
38.
38, and this is a Yanmar engine?
Yanmar engine.
Okay.
Oh, you got a nice, really nice cloth seat, dual armrest, adjustable headrest. Adjustable armrest.
Jeez.
And you even have
Seat heat.
heated cloth seat.
Oh man, oh man. Spoiled. You got heat and air right down at your feet. What? In your face, here, there. God, everything has been improved on these things. Is this like their top end model? I see it says this one custom built for Dirt Monkey, but I mean, is this something that guys can get if they wanted something spec'd out like this, Harry?
Yes.
Okay.
Now this has a few special things that were ordered for you.
Okay. Such as?
You had requested it to be all black.
Yes.
So that is an option.
It is an option now?
Normally they are orange and black,
Yep.
just like your Carbon, but you had requested the all black version, so we built you an all black version.
Okay.
Turf tire options are available because you do more landscaping and snow work.
Mm-hmm.
We went with the X-Track option, which is not a skid steer style tire that is overly aggressive. It might look somewhat aggressive, but if you look at how much rubber is actually touching the surface of the turf, it's actually a very nice compromise. And when you get into where you're doing dirt work, grading, you still have the clean out and the bite where you need it, but it's still a very turf friendly tire.
Okay.
This is the upgraded tire to a 15.5-inch wide tire. So you've got plenty of flotation, you know, when you're on turf and doing that kind of work. Now we also added on yours, you see this silver ring?
Yep.
That is a tire spacer. So we actually made your machine a little wider by putting the spacer kit on it for you.
More
to give you
stability.
even added some more stability and a little bit wider footprint for you.
Got an automatic shut off, battery saver, I call it, right here. Love that.
Nice
Love
big
that
battery,
feature.
quick, easy access.
Look at that. That is nice.
Fuel water separator, Yanmar engine.
Do the numbers, because it says 40 XD, so the numbers kind of coincide with the horsepower rating roughly?
They roughly do. In Europe, this is a 40 horse engine. In the Stage 5, in the US, the Tier 4 is a 38.
Same engine?
Same engine. Difference is about 100 RPMs on the max.
Air filter.
Air filter, hydraulic filter, oil filters right up here.
Where do we check the oil at? Okay, so Harry, the big question that always comes up is price and warranty. What does a unit like this go for, and what's the warranty like on
The
it?
way yours is equipped, you're about $85,000.
Okay,
Warranty is 3-year, $1,500. Parts and
3
labor.
year.
Yep.
Okay, $1,500. That's
Correct.
not bad warranty at all. Where do guys find these at, Harry?
Cast loaders, you can go to tnedistributing.com. We have a dealer locator on there for any of our dealers located across the country. Or you can always call me at 1-833-BUY-CAST.
Okay, B-U-Y?
BUYCAST.
Bycast. Okay. And we've got an extended boom, so this obviously will reach up and into a dump truck. What's the tip height on this one, do you know?
I want to say 142.
Okay.
It gets up there.
What's the tip height on a skid loader? The standard 74 or less horsepower skid loader.
Usually in the 126, 128 range.
Yep, okay. I was gonna say 127, but so this is actually will load higher than a skid loader.
Yes. Now again, being articulated, The biggest mistake guys make when they're running up against the capacity of the machine, they're used to their skid loader, lift it up and I can turn.
Yep.
You do not want to do that in an articulating loader. You want to get yourself as straight as possible before you start going up. Raise just like a telehandler now, because it's a telescopic boom. Bring your boom up before you extend out.
Yep. Yep. Careful. Just be careful with these things. They are amazing machines. This is the CAS 33 XT is, and I will go on the record saying, one of my 5 favorite machines of all time forever. And it was just a tiny, I wouldn't even say a tiny bit too small, because I did everything I've ever wanted it to do, but I always wanted a bigger one. So it was so nice I bought it twice. So my first CAS mini loader was actually bought for my crews to use out on job sites. But I brought it up north just to use around the farm so I could start to get used to it, and realized pretty fast that this was a machine that wasn't going anywhere. I needed it up north. I could do jobs with that machine that I couldn't do with any other piece of equipment because it wouldn't tear up the turf. I could put on a set of forks and do things. I could put on a bucket and do things. I found so many different uses for this machine that I needed to buy a second one so I could actually let the crew use the first one. But let's check out the tip height. So the 33 doesn't have the articulated
All-wheel steer.
and all-wheel steer. It just has, it's just articulated, and not. But the 40 does.
40 does, the 57 does not.
Okay. Yeah, so here is mine. Yep.
You can see how much bigger yours is, and it turns almost as, or your new one is, and it turns pretty much just as tight as your old one.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Last time I seen you, you were putting tires on my loader 3 years ago, and you were about that tall then. You got a little bigger. Your hair got a little longer.
Yeah, a little bit.
One of the questions that kept coming up over and over again is, but can it lift a pallet? Let's just find out. Alright guys, well that's going to call it for this video, but Harry, if guys want more information on CAS loaders, what do they got to do?
Go to tnedistributing.com or give us a call at 1-833-BUYCAST, B-U-Y-C-A-S-T.
And that's it for this one. God bless you guys. Go get them. I hope you enjoyed the ride. We'll catch you on another one, and you will be seeing a lot more of this in my videos because it's going home with me. It's so nice. I bought it twice. See you guys.